Hi guys, this is AC Gamer back with another video on Nikke Goddess of Victory. Now in today's video what I'm going to be doing is going over the top 5 characters in the game. Now the last time I made a video similar to this was at the start of the game, and to be honest that video was not that accurate because obviously we needed to do more testing, and now a couple of months has passed since the game has been released. We've done a couple of testing. We can now go over the top 5 characters in the game. Now this is from from the release of the game all the way to February, so just in case you're watching this video a lot later down the line, I should be hopefully making an updated version soon or later, so maybe every 3 months I will make an updated video to this. Anyways, hopefully you guys like this video. Stay tuned for more content on Nikke Goddess of Victory. If you guys don't want to miss out on future content on the game, make sure you are subscribed, make sure that post notification is on, and let's get right into it. Now honestly, in this game there's a bunch of very good characters, but however there is 5 broken characters in this game that if you have, you guys are going to be blitzing through all the content in the game. Obviously you're still going to find certain content harder if you're not at the right level, but trust me, having these characters can help you deal some of the strongest or highest damage in the game. So we're going to start off at number 5. I have like 4 or 3 out of the 5 characters I'm going to mention in this video actually. So yeah, coming at number 5 we have Harran, who is a pilgrim character, and she's at number 5 just because there is so many good pilgrim characters in this game. However, Harran just falls a little bit, like a little bit below the other strong pilgrim characters. Now Harran over here is a sniper unit, that's a weapon. The reason why I put her at number 5 is because of the weapon she uses, because you won't necessarily use her in every single content. Well, you can, however some bosses where you have to destroy the red dash, it is better to use like an assault rifle character or SMG character compared to like sniper characters, because you have to charge it, shoot it, shoot it, especially if you guys are manual in it. It could feel a little bit hectic. However, she's extremely strong. Her damage is comparable to some of the highest damage dealers in this game, for example Scarlet and Modernia as well, but the weapon is the only issue I have with her currently. But anyways, let's take a look at her skills. Now the reason why Harran is very strong is the fact that if you're going against mobs, a lot of mobs, she'll probably be the best damage dealer. Now going over to her skill, so there is a 25% chance of activating when attacking, so virus transfer. So constantly deals 15.12% attack as damage every 1 second for 5 seconds. Activates when an enemy afflicted with virus transfer is killed, affects 2 nearby enemies. Now this is a skill that makes her deal a huge amount of damage over here. This virus transfer, it makes it very easy. If you're going against loads of mobs, you're able to kill one faster, you're able to spread the virus even more, and so on and so forth. The damage increases over and over again. So very solid skill over here. Moving over to skill 2, activates when attacking with full charge, affects self. Gains pierce for 1 second, which basically increases the damage, and the crit rate is increased. Now for those of you guys who don't know, crit rate and crit damage in this game are not as OP as you would assume compared to like other gacha games, but it's still a decent buff over here. So when activating, or activates when killing an enemy, affects self, so she's also able to stack off her attack as well, or increase her attack, which is amazing. We know in this game attack buffs are absolutely amazing, so very good. And then her burst skill is a huge area that deals this amount of damage, so very good character. So why would you be using Harran? Well, Harran is just a absolutely beastly damage dealer. She primarily works better against multiple mobs, that's why she is on this list. So that is why Harran is at number 5. Now moving on to number 4, we have yet another pilgrim character. We have Modernia. Now Modernia and Harran basically compete for the same role in terms of being able to deal multiple amounts of damage to mobs, but Modernia over here is also very good because of her weapon. She's an SMG character, so she has a lot of ammo. If you're going against bosses and you have to defeat or break that red circle, you can easily do this with Modernia. And you can also add this cube on her, which basically gives her a hit rate, which basically allows her to permanently have this buff on from her skill. So her skill activates when normal attack hits, affects targets, deals blah of attack, additional damage, so attack, very nice. Activates when normal attack hits 200 times, affects self, crit damage is increased, stacks up to 5 times, and lasts for 10 seconds. The max ammo capacity is reduced, which is basically allowing her to stack this off a lot faster. Then going over to the skill 2, affects all allies, activates when entering full burst, hit rate buff. Affect self, activates when normal attack hits 200 times during increased hit rate status. So as long as you have this, on this, you can basically have permanent buffs for this, so your attack is always increased by 23.26% for 10 seconds when you can do that. So that is absolutely amazing. Going over to the burst skill, affects all allies, full burst times increase. Her attack animation changes and it allows her to hit multiple mobs at the same time, which is fantastic. Both Harran and Modernia deal with roughly the same amount of damage, and both characters are absolutely amazing. The only reason why I put Modernia a little bit higher than Harran is just the fact of her weapon. She's an SMG, you can use her in multiple content. You don't have to worry about being able to destroy the circle from the bosses, because you can absolutely do that with her. So there we go with Modernia. Now going in at number 3, we have Centi. Now I don't have Centi on my account, which I absolutely am hurting. Centi is one of my favorite characters in terms of design. She looks absolutely amazing. Now with Centi, what you need to know is that the shield in this game works completely different to other games. Usually in shield they have a certain amount of HP. Once the shield is broken, your character takes that certain amount of damage that the shield wasn't able to withstand. However, in Nikke Goddess of Victory, that doesn't happen. If the shield is not able to take the excess amount of damage, it just shatters and your characters don't take the extended amount of damage, which makes the shielding that she gives very good. So the first skill activates when hitting a target with full charge, affects self cooldown or skills decrease, very good. Second skill creates a shield equivalent to 6.38% of the caster's max HP, which protects all allies from damage, lasts for 5 seconds, very nice. And then for the burst skill, affects 5 enemy units with the lowest HP, deals 145% of attack as damage, and defense is decreased for 10 seconds. Now what makes Centi absolutely amazing as a burst 2 character, not only the shield, is the fact that her cooldown for a burst skill is only 20 seconds. So as long as you have Nikke and you put Centi, they will be able to have uninterrupted bursting. So certain characters, burst 2 characters, have like 40-second cooldown. Centi alongside like one other burst 2 character, which is like a Makima, have a 20-second burst 2 skill, which is absolutely amazing. You definitely want to have a burst 2 character with 20-second cooldown, because it gives you uninterrupted bursting, which is very nice. That is Centi coming in at number 3. Going on to number 2, we have arguably one of the best characters in the game, which is Nikke. Like, if you have Nikke on your account, you guys are done. You guys are set. You probably won't even need to replace Nikke in the future. It is going to be very hard to overshadow Nikke if in the future if they release another burst 1 character. Nikke is just absolutely insane. The amount of buffing capability she has is just decked out, balls to the walls. Now I really wanted to put her number 1, but obviously damage dealers are probably more important in this game. But let's go over to what she can actually do. So activates when entering full burst, affects all allies. Now the amount of buffs she gives out is absolutely disgusting. So she's able to decrease the cooldown of burst skill. Like I said, if you have Nikke, you can have uninterrupted bursting, which is very good. So decreasing cooldown of burst skill, fantastic. She also has activates when using burst skill, affects all allies, so effects changes according to the activation time. So she's able to increase the max ammo capacity by 28.23% for 5 seconds, absolutely amazing. The second is crit damage increased by 8.41% for 5 seconds, not the greatest. But the third time is attack increased by 10.25% for 5 seconds, very nice. And then for a second skill, affects 2 allies with the lowest HP of cover, so she's able to recover the HP of the cover, which is the shield thingy or the barrier that your Nikke's hide behind. So this is very good. She's one of the unique characters that actually provide cover HP recovery, so very nice. And then her burst skill is just one flat out skill, affects all allies, increase attack by 52.8% for 5 seconds. This is insane. This is all to your allies, and it's also a 20-second cooldown for bursting. This is absolutely fantastic. She has so much skill. It's packed into one little character, and this burst ability is one of the greatest bursts in the game. It just buffs up your character with just one simple buff, attack increase. And attack in this game, buffing up attack, is pretty much amazing. So Nikke is one of the characters you would use in every single team comp or every single game mode. She's just there to increase your damage for all your characters and just helps you guys out essentially. So number 1, who is it gonna be? I'm pretty sure you guys could already tell who I'm gonna be talking about, but that is our girl, the queen, the favorite, Scarlet. Scarlet is one of the best characters in the game for damage. Like every single content, having Scarlet will just be absolutely insane. She is a pilgrim character, so it's a lot harder to get in this game. But let's take a look at what she can actually do. So I'm just gonna say this, it's just flat out damage. Now the only issue you'll find with her is the fact that she has to reload a lot of time. Well, you can have certain burst 2 characters that can help you reload a lot faster, but overall her damage is simply out of this world. So she's basically converting her HP to damage. Now obviously sometimes you could find it that she's her HP is always low, but that is fine as long as she's able to clear through every single content, clear through the mobs, the bosses. You guys are good. Luckily in Nikke, there isn't like a game mode where to 3-star it you have to be at a certain HP. So no matter what HP Scarlet is at, as long as she's putting out so much damage, you guys are good. So overall, Scarlet, absolutely amazing. The best character for every single game mode in this game right now. The go-to burst 3 character that you guys should have. Now obviously, this just basically shows you how amazing pilgrim characters are. So in this tier list or in this top 5 characters, how many of them are pilgrim characters? 3. We got Scarlet, Modernia and Harran. So you guys already know, as much as possible, save for pilgrim characters. You don't know whether in the future the top 5 characters are just entirely filled with pilgrim characters. So that's why I'm specifically saving all of my gold mileage tickets for them, saving my gems for them as well. We have to wait and see what happens with the other pilgrim characters coming out in the future. So that's all I wanted to talk about in today's video. I've gone over the top 5 characters in the game. Tell me down in the comment section whether you have any of these characters. Tell me down in the comment section if you also agree or disagree. It's been your boy AC Gamer. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'm out.